What's up guys, this is Steve for Android at Night, and it is that time of the month again. I have been searching the Play Store for some of the best apps that you can download, so sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. First on this list we have Chrome Canary, and this is the experimental build of Google Chrome browser. This thing runs unbelievably quickly, all the animations feel buttery smooth, and on my Pixel this is by far the best browsing experience that I've had. It's got all the things like the Chrome Data Saver, as well as a couple of little extras that are only available in the Canary build. Next up we have Wandle, and this lets you take extra control over your notifications. You can set a time bracket, and during this time your phone will be set to Do Not Disturb. But the really cool thing that Wandle does is let you change your notification settings based on where you are. So for example, if you need your phone to always go into silent mode when you're at school, you can simply draw around your school on the map and choose silent mode, and then whenever you cross that geo fence, your phone will automatically go into silent. Next up we have HexLock, and this is one of the best ways to lock your apps. I used it a while back, but it's been recently updated to have a couple of extra features. The way it works is you have different profiles, and within each profile you can decide which apps are locked, and you can swipe between these profiles really easily. The other cool thing it offers is fingerprint support if your phone has a fingerprint scanner, and one of the new features is a media vault. This means you can save any images you want and they'll be locked within HexLock and removed from your gallery, so people won't just be able to stumble across them. Next up we have Ivy Quick Panel, and this has fast become one of my favourite sidebar apps. You can set where on the edge of your screen you want this to activate from, and you can then just swipe to access a ribbon of apps and a ribbon of most used contacts, both of which are customizable, and it supports icon packs. You can then access a panel of widgets, and the cool thing is that these widgets float over your screen, so you can kind of use this as a split screen mode, and then the button to the right of that will launch all of your applications. Next up we have GG Pixel Wallpapers, and this is really simple. It's just taken all of the wallpapers from the new Google Pixel and put them into one easy to use app. You can set the wallpapers directly from the app, and you can also download them to save them to your phone. Next up we have HQ Music, and this is by far the most minimal music player for Android. You can see it pretty much just consists of a pause play button, and then you control everything using gestures. So if you swipe down, this will reveal the cover art for whichever track is playing along with the track details. And if you swipe up, you get quick access to the rest of your media on your SD card. This sorts everything by artist, song and album. Next up we have a live wallpaper, and I'm going to try and pronounce this, called Circulux. Probably close enough. This feels really current with the way material design is going, and it's definitely got a hint of the Pixel about it. This gives you some rotating spheres on your home screen that are really pleasing to look at. There are a couple of different themes in the free version, but if you do upgrade you get even more. Next up we have Blurred, and this is the wallpaper app from the guys who make Flat UI. The cool thing about this is that all the wallpapers are blurred and dimmed. This means they fade into the background on your home screen and they really make your icons and widgets pop. Next we have Frame, and this is another one of my favourite new wallpaper apps. And the actual design of this app is stunning. As you scroll up, you can see the colour drains back into each wallpaper, and it's really pretty and satisfying to use. You can scroll by most popular or featured, or you can just generally play around in the app and see what you can find. And then finally on this list we have Mouth, I think. Again, not an easy one to pronounce. And this does something really simple but in a really nice way. You know in Facebook chat how you can change the colours of all your conversations? This just means you can manage that all from one app. This adds extra colours that you can't normally add from the Facebook messaging app, and it just lets you manage all of it from one place. I know it's not the most useful thing in the world, but for someone like me who is really anal about tweaking their phone, this is a really useful app. So there you are guys, those are 10 must-have apps for September 2016, and I'll be doing another version of this later in the month. Please do comment, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter with the links in the description, and as always I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.